And now to finish this section, let me show you a nice trick on how we can basically run many promises all at the same time. So let's suppose that we actually wanted to get 3 random dog images and not just 1. We could do something like this. So simply awaiting the 3 API calls one after the other. But why would we actually make the second API call wait for the first one and the third one wait for the second one? That would just add unnecessary waiting time when we could just run all of these promises at the same time. So let me show you how we could do that. So the solution is not going to be something like this, but instead what we will do is to not await the promise at this point, but instead save the promise into a variable. So again, we want to now save the promise and not the resolved value of the promise. So let's call this one here result1 pro, which stands for promise. So remember that this one here returns a promise, okay? And if we don't await it, well, we will simply save the promise to the variable and not its resolved value. So let's do that here 2 more times. So 1 for each random image that we want. Okay, and so like this, we have 3 promises. Now, in order to actually get the resolved values, so the 3 images, we create a new variable. And now what we do await is promise.all. Okay, and into promise.all, we pass an array of promises. And so that's going to be res1 pro, res2 pro, and res3 pro. Okay, so again, we have these 3 promises in these 3 variables, and we can pass an array containing these 3 promises into promise.all. And if we then await that, it will basically run these 3 promises all at the same time, and then save the 3 resolved values into this all array here. Okay, so let's actually take a look at that all variable. Okay, so this here will probably give us an error now, but never mind that. Yeah, exactly. But what I'm interested in here is to see the all variable. And what I want to show you is that it is indeed an array, but I see that it's way too big here because it has all these informations about all these HTTP requests. And we're going to take a look at this kind of stuff here later on in the real node sections. Here's the beginning. So you see that it actually starts with this bracket, meaning that it is an array. Okay, but what we're interested in here is in each of this element, we are interested in body.message, right? So that's what we used to read before from each of the results. So we need to now create a new array which only contains these body.messages. Okay, makes sense? And let's use maps for that. So images and all.maps, and I hope that you are familiar with these all these array methods. So maps will loop through the all array and save the value that we return in each iteration into a new array called images. Okay, and the current value in each iteration is called element, and what we will return is element.body.message. Okay, so that is basic JavaScript, and you should be familiar with that kind of stuff by now. All right. So if we now look at images, that should, well, where is that? Oh, all.maps. Oh, of course, it's not maps. It's just maps. Sorry for that. And here indeed, we have now our array with these 3 images. So great. There are 3 different images. And now all we have to do is to actually save them to our file. So right now we still get res is not defined, and that's because we are still attempting to write res.body.message, but res does not exist, so that's why we get that error. So instead, what we want to write here is a string basically containing these 3 strings. So what we do is images.join, and we will join them by putting a new line character between them. So \n means a new line. Okay, and so that basically we'll put these three strings, each one in a new line, all right? So join joins the three strings into a new string and joins them by using a new line character between them. Okay, and so that should do the trick. Give it a save. And yeah, so now it says random doc image saved the file, no more errors. Let's take a look, doc image. And indeed, here we go. And we have three different images. So first this one, then this guy, and finally the third one. So three different doc images, and we got them all at the same time by using promise.all. Okay, I hope that made sense. And in fact, I hope that this entire section made sense to you. Because from now on, I will assume that you know the basics of promises and async await, and will actually start using them throughout the rest of the course, assuming that you know what we are doing. Okay? And Node actually supports async await since it's version 7.6, and so we can now use it without any problem.